How many people enjoyed spending time on Thanksgiving with your family? I know I had a great time with mine. I spent the whole day with them. How would you feel if you would have spent this past holiday alone? Just to put things into perspective, every 2 minutes, a young person enters the foster care system. So within the time that it takes me to do my speech, about 5 kids will enter the system. Now that you know why this is so important, I am going to explain to you what the foster care system is and what it consists of. According to the National Adoption Center, the foster care system is a temporary arrangement in which adults provide the care of a child or children whose birth parent is unable to care for them. Foster club has a better definition, which is foster care provides care for children and youth who are unable to live with their biological parents. When parents are unable, unwilling, or unfit to care for a child, the child must be placed in a safe place. Just to be clear, abuse is the use of treatment of someone or something that is seen as harmful. Abuse of a person can be physical, sexual, emotional, verbal, or a combination of any or all of these. Abuse is a substance that may involve alcohol or drugs, and sometimes being under the influence of these substances can lead to the abuse of a person. Essentially, child protection and permanency is responsible for the child's protection and housing. They put kids into the foster care when their parents can't care for them. Sometimes, children are put into the foster care because of trauma. An example could be a car accident, where their parents died and they have no known family, or this family is unwilling to care for them. Other times, it may be simply by abandonment. The top reasons why children end up in foster care include neglection, parental drug abuse, physical abuse, parental incarceration, caretaker inability to cope, inadequate housing, parental alcohol abuse, sexual abuse, and abandonment, all of which are in no way the child's fault. Wouldn't you want somewhere to stay and feel safe? Children in the foster care can live with relatives or unrelated foster parents. In some cases, these kids may be placed in a group home, residential care facilities, emergency shelters, and even supervised independent living. The ultimate goal for children in foster care is to be reunified with their families once the requirements set by courts have been fulfilled, or when it is safe for the child again. 51% of children are taken out by foster care and reunifying with their families, and 6% live with other relatives. The older kids are not usually as lucky. Either they have to be aged out or emancipated. Now, let me ask you all, by a show of hands, how many of you consider yourselves more than one race or ethnicity? For example, white and black, or Hispanic and Asian. Okay, keep that in mind for a second. Overall, the number of children in foster care has gone down 11% from 2007 to 2016. Black and African Americans have the greatest negative percentage change at 33.1%. Although I believe that foster care is a great program, I do believe that it could use a bit of work to make it an even a better program. Like everything, over time, there will be mistakes. If we could do regular checkups on foster parents, I think things will run much smoother, as well as making sure that the foster parents taking the children are more than qualified to take care of them. The last thing we would want would be to have the children go through the same problems that got them there in the first place, or be going through situations that would have never happened in their original households. The foster care system in the United States has helped many families. For the most part, we don't have orphanages, which is a positive thing, and that's thanks to foster care. Foster care is usually temporarily, and it does reunify half of the children in with their family. Foster care is much better than being with a parent who isn't fit to take care of you. But there is nothing like being in your own home. So if we decide we want to help the children more, everything could work much smoother. Will you do anything to help these kids? Thank you.